Welcome. If you're watching this at a later date, wish you were here while we're live. If you're not, no worries. Today we are talking about the photo booth business as a side hustle. Obviously, I'm a full-time photo booth owner. This is something we do for a living, but most people start off as a side hustle. I like to call them weekend warriors. There's nothing wrong with that. When I first started, that's what it was for me, just an easy way to make an extra few $1,000s a month. However, it can be whatever you want it to be. The business can be a full-time job. It could be a car payment, right? Like this is what I love about this business. Like if you just want to keep your 9 to 5, right? Let's just say you're a nurse, you want to make an extra couple $100 on the weekend. You can do it. Why did I just say car payment? Well, quick little story here. There's this guy named Josh. He basically bought a bunch of photo booths from me, and he showed up about 3 weeks ago in his brand new car. And he goes, "This is all because of the photo booth business." Long story short, wasn't able to make that type of money to buy a new car, to pay for that new insurance and all that. King David, what's up, my friend? King David in the chat. So yeah, right now I am in the store. We're in Photo Booth 101 headquarters, and I'm waiting for a customer to come drop off a photo booth from a photo booth pickup. King David, I just had my first 2 event on Saturday. Let's go, David. Bro, that's amazing. How did it go? How'd it go? So, dude, I have the biggest headache right now. I don't want to be here. I'll be honest with you guys. Today was tough, There's just some days where you don't feel like working, days where you feel like you don't want to try to grow your business. But like the days where you don't want to come in and you force yourself to come in, I don't know what it is, but there's something magical about these days. Like some really, really like important stuff like happened today, and it wouldn't have happened if I didn't show up. So King David, first events this Saturday, is saying it was great. The morning one was a drop off. The evening one was my mirror photo booth. That's awesome. How much did you make, David? If you don't mind sharing. Yeah, there's a big misunderstanding that a lot of photo booth owners have, is that this can only be a side hustle. For some people it's very hard to even think that you can make a living doing this. And I understand, and there's 2 ways you could do it, right? There's 2 ways you can approach becoming a full-time photo booth owner. One is be a very high-end luxury photo booth company to where you're making well over $1,000 every single event you do. That way you don't need to do 80 events to make a living doing this. Maybe you do 60 events a year, making $60,000. If you're a competitive photo booth company, meaning your rates are market value, if not maybe lower, you might have to do 2 to 3 times the amount of events of one person with a luxury photo booth. But just understand, if you're a premium luxury photo booth company, you are capped at how many events you can do, because there's not as many high-end events as there is as the common event, right? More people throwing the backyard birthday party, more people with just an average budget wedding or below average budget wedding. So there's a lot more events if you're going to be competitive. I took the route, for a competitive rate. I definitely do have our clients that we do mostly, affordable rates, but we do have those few customers that pay us top dollar. And that's how I know it's possible. You just have to know your market, know where you're at, and know your customers. So Steven is here. Drew's the man is also saying, that's awesome, King David. I love it, man. We're super supportive here. So if you're watching, right, this is only if you're live. If you've been watching my content and you've been waiting to get into the photo booth business, and let's just say there's just budget is an issue, or you're just waiting for a deal. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for some sort of special, some sort of discount. If you're live and you are wanting to get started in the business and you want to order a photo booth from me, but you've just been waiting for something, a sign or whatever, I want to offer you a huge discount on your first photo booth. So if you're watching and that sounds like something that you want, but the trade-off is you need to order it today. I'm going to give you guys a kick-ass deal, but it has to be done today. And this is just for one person we're doing. So let me know. I'll give you guys the price if you're interested. But this is just for the live. Do not message me saying you saw this video yesterday or last week and you're like, hey man, I want that deal. It's just for the live, because I'm trying to incentivize people to get started in this business. And since we're talking about a side hustle, the photo booth has to be the best side hustle ever invented. There's so many people that have these side businesses where it imposes and it kind of F's up their day job. You know, that 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. What I love about the photo booth business is most of the events will take place Saturday night, Saturday afternoon, Friday night, and Sunday. So you can have your 9 to 5 and you can also still get the most out of this business without feeling like you're losing out on potential because you have your 9 to 5. So dude, this person needs to hurry up and come. One thing I will say that kind of sucks about the drop off. I'm sorry. One thing that sucks about the photo booth pickup is people have a hard time really showing up when they're supposed to show up. I think my wife and I need to start charging people for not showing up at the time they say they're going to arrive, because I am only here to meet up with them. And I'm like, hey, let me go ahead and go live. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm going live, but I'm only here for them. Steven is here. I did 3 drop-offs this weekend. Thank you, Drew, for your mentorship. Steven, man, I appreciate that. That's amazing. 3 is pretty damn good. 11 is my record in one day. One of the most busiest days for our rental business. Just a lot of driving, dropping off, picking up. 3 is huge though, man. If you could do 3 every single weekend, that's 12 events a month. That's huge. Steven, how much money did you make, man, for those 3 drop-offs? King David said he did 2 events on Saturday, made $900 for the mirror, $400 for the drop-off. Love that. Love that. Love that. 3, 2, 1, snap, photo booth. Bro, I know who you are. Come on, man. You're Steven. There's only one Steven I know, and that's you, man. You're the only. Well, actually, I take that back. I have a cousin named Steven, but I don't see that guy ever. So you're the only Steven I know. So King David, $900 for a mirror booth, $400 you made from the drop off. I don't know about you. I know a lot of people will say, hey, I'll take that $900 mirror job. I prefer the drop off at $400. Probably way less work, right? Way less effort, not having to stay. I'll take 2 drop-offs for $400 a piece over 1 mirror booth where you have to stay for the same amount of time. I'll take $100 loss with being able to keep my 2 hours or how much time you had in between. King David, the only downside of the mirror is you have to have people at every event because that thing is freaking heavy. Oh, bro. That's the main reason why I don't have one, is I know I am with my wife pretty much every single event we do, but like there's some times where she's not here, right? Or if I'm not here, there's no way she's getting that mirror in the truck. Also, again, most of these big mirror booths require a truck or a van. I don't want to have to, I mean, most people don't have a truck or a van, right? Most people just have a regular car. That is a huge investment, the mirror, let alone the extra vehicle. That means you got to get a bigger size vehicle. You got to get insurance for that vehicle. I have a truck. I know it's like, what are you talking about, bro? But you have a truck. But like, I like portable, man. I love the fact that my deluxe booth fits in this case. I can fit about 4 of those in my car. I don't need help. And yeah, man, the drop off is where it's at. 100%. Let me call my partner. Let me know if you guys are watching this, where you're watching from. So yeah, man, it's been an interesting week here so far today.
Hey, babe.
Hey, you're on speakerphone really quick. Hey, are you able to call the pickup? Just ask her like where she's at, because it's already 7.
Okay. Okay, I will.
Cool, cool. Yeah, if you can text me, that'd be better.
Okay, I love you.
All right, love you too. Bye. Yeah, man. I think after this, man, I'm gonna go home. I want to get some work done. We have a really, it's not like a game changer thing that we're working on, but for the deluxe booth, I'm constantly trying to make this photo booth better. The last add-on we had for this booth was the mini adapter to make the photo booth a mini booth for kids. I just drew up the design, so the next thing we're gonna add to this photo booth is a small black box that will say business cards take one, that has a magnet on it. So it's literally just like a card holder thing, but you can slap it on the front of the booth. So during your drop off, you can have people take business cards. Or if you're there, you can have them take business cards. It's the perfect place for a business card. The prop table is usually where people will put their business cards, but not everybody picks up a prop, right? And if they're not picking up a prop, they're not going to see the card. But everybody's putting their phone number or email address into the photo booth. So that will be soon for the deluxe line, any of the deluxes. It's going to be the same color. Another thing I am working on is I think we're going to start it soon. But I'm going to be working on doing bi-weekly calls. So we'll see. Bi-weekly calls for those that like want to get started or need assistance. So King David is saying, I literally thought of that idea this weekend. I didn't have any place for my business cards to go. Yeah, and that's an issue too, because look, I'm talking about prop table, right? What happens if someone just rents the photo booth? Where are you going to put the business cards? So on the booth is definitely, to me, like the best idea. King David, I also started advertising the Jersey Shore thing you inspired. Haven't had any takers yet. Wait. You're offering the Jersey Shore booth, like the confessional? Like, is it actually the Jersey Shore? You're going with the theme? That's interesting. I love that. There's so many things that a photo booth can be. Like, for instance, I'm sure most people don't know this, but like, you can have it like your iPad booth be a confetti booth, where literally you get a bunch of confetti where people can pick up and throw, right? There's video recording. You could do boomerang when it comes to that. I've seen people do use the photo booth also as like a slow motion booth. Literally, you can do a boomerang or even a video clip and have it play back in like slow motion. So a slow motion booth. The glam booth, this is something that I think everyone needs to start offering. If you guys don't know what glam is, it's just like a black and white photo with a skin filter on it, also known as the Kim Kardashian filter. So we're just chilling today, guys. Not going too hard into the paint. I usually we usually have a bunch of topics and all the stuff we want to talk about, but just trying a more casual conversation with you guys. So I'm excited for the honor boxes. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. If you follow the channel, you know what an honor box is. If you don't know, it's literally a cardboard vending machine. I have some right here, but it's been opened up because I just did a collection. Collected about, from 2 boxes, I think we made there's about a little bit less than $30. Not life-changing money, but if you get a bunch of honor boxes, let's just say you build a route of 40 to 50 of them, you could definitely make enough money to cover your rent and your bills, you know, as long as you're not living like a crazy lifestyle. But like, there was a time I was making about $3,500 to $4,000 a month with these cardboard boxes, right? With just selling lollipops, which is insane. King David, you're the official photo booth pioneer. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Honestly, all I could say is all I've done in my rental business is I've just tried to make moves in my rental business that I would appreciate as a consumer, right? Like offering the all-day drop-off was something I was like, well, if I was wanting to rent a photo booth and I saw a company offering a low price all day rental, hell yeah, I'm gonna go with them, right? Or offering a pickup option where I can rent a photo booth I can get a photo booth for my party for $200. So, what is that? Northside Hype. Does Luma Booth offer 360 video for free? It's not for free. You have to pay for the software, but once you have it paid for, you can use it for 360, yes. So, yeah. But really quick, man, I just want to say this. Like, if you're watching this and you're depressed, if you're watching this and you feel like you don't have a purpose, you wake up and you kind of feel like life is happening to you, not for you or through you. If you're looking for peace, again, I say that it's super important. I just want you to know, I truly do believe you can find that through Jesus. You could find that through having an understanding that there's a creator, that everything that you enjoy, everything you see, you touch, you smell, your loved ones, everyone was created by somebody that loves you. No matter what you've done in your life, you can be forgiven. Everything is possible through Jesus. And I mean that, you guys. Saved my life, gave me purpose, gave me a mission, gave me a clear idea of what I need to do. And, if you're struggling, you can find that peace through God. So I have to say that sometimes I feel like I don't talk about the most important thing in my life to you guys. I speak to you guys on live more than I do than some of my actual friends in real life. And yeah, a lot of people always ask me like, oh man, what's the key to success? For me, it's my faith, and one thing I've been trying to express more is, if you put God first, everything else falls in line. And I know as human beings, the hardest thing is to feel important, and it is to feel loved, whether you like it or not. We all want to feel that type of love, and there is a different level to love that you won't know until you build that relationship with God. So, message retracted. This video just got interesting. Yeah. But yeah, that's just me. So everything I do, I do it from a faith standpoint. And in business, I know a lot of business owners do things that aren't really good, right? Like kind of deceitful things. But like, to me, I mean, never needs to be like that. So Northside Hype, randomly got my booth from you online and then stumbled on your channel. No way. That's awesome. Damn, love that. How crazy. It's usually people that buy from me, their photo booth stuff, like watch the videos first, then they end up buying the equipment. You did it backwards. 222 Aloha Photo Booths. Love it. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, it's the biggest thing. Like, you guys, imagine your father, right? Your father, not in heaven, but like on earth, right? Imagine if they gave their life for you, right? Like literally, like they sacrificed themselves so you could live. You're young, you don't remember growing up with them, but then you find out, that there's a journal and a book of how you should live your life that your father wrote. Everything from situations to do, how to live your life, a literal blueprint on how to be a good person and have eternal life. Like, would you not be interested in reading that book? Just imagine if that was the case. I feel like everyone would be like, I read that book 50 times. I'm going to base myself off of that. Well, you do have a father in heaven that basically, obviously, is a guide to live a great life, a life of substance and all that, Okay, so here's an update on the person dropping off the photo booth. Let me see. She should be there in 15 minutes. All right, cool. So we got at least 15 more minutes here, but yeah, so we offered a really good deal on TikTok that I will offer to just one person here today. If you've been thinking about starting your photo booth business, if you've been watching the content and you're like, okay, yeah, this is something I want to do. I'm just saving up for one person. And if you're watching this live later, it doesn't apply. You have to be literally watching this now. I am going to sell one deluxe duo, the $2,600 photo booth. This is the newest, latest edition of the deluxe line. We're going to sell it for $2,150 instead of $2,599. It's already on a cheaper price, so that will be for the first person that says yes. If you want to take me up on that offer, first person that says yes, you could do it, but it has to be order needs to be placed by 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's $2,150 for the photo booth. Also, free contracts for your business. You don't need to go get a lawyer or draw up a contract. Also included, all of the Luma booth props we have for free. The Luma booth digital props that we sell is for free. That's what I meant. And then, yeah, if you guys want a backdrop deal, let me know. We're doing another deal for YouTube that we did on TikTok, to where if you buy 2 of the backdrops, the 2 of the double side, we will give you the 3rd one for free. But that's just for this live only, you guys. I know a lot of people will watch the videos later and say, hey, give me this deal. You weren't on the live. And I can't go back on my word. I don't want you guys to think that ever, you know. Oh, he says something and then doesn't mean it. So, yeah. King David, really appreciate your words of inspiration. My pleasure. I appreciate you. Yeah. So, like, so my thing, right, in life is, like, I love being a business owner. I love the money we make, and it's never because I love the things I can buy with the money. I love the choices. One thing I don't know about you guys, I see a lot of, okay, I don't want to call anyone out, but there is a guy that owns a photo booth company where they sell equipment, wearing designer stuff, flashy, flaunting the money. I don't know about you guys, and I don't know how this works on anyone. Doesn't that just, I don't know. It's never a good look. I don't think I can trust anyone that, not trust, I just can't relate to anyone that is like flaunting their money and trying to motivate you to buy what they're selling because look at me, I'm wearing this and I'm wearing that. I have this expensive shirt on. You may not know it. I may not look like it. I'm doing well, but I don't need to wear, I don't know. No matter how much money we make, I can make another $5 million and I'm not going to be that person that is out rocking Burberry or these shoes that have spikes in them with the red bottoms. Like, I don't need to look rich. And I don't know how you guys feel about it. Like, can someone else change my mind? I don't know. What is the point of buying all this fancy clothes, this Prada and all of that? Like, you can buy just the same quality shirt from, like, Target, right? They have high quality shirts. I understand, like, if you're going to sit there and be like, oh, the quality of this stuff is better, it's, you know, it's maybe, I don't know. Yeah. I always like to tell people too, like, whenever you buy something, the next time you guys buy anything, whether it's Starbucks or whatever you're spending your money on, take a second to think, why did you buy that? And this is something I've been doing lately, and it's kind of giving me more insight on, like, the psychology and, like, why I'm doing things. But, like, next time you go get Starbucks, like, yes, you wanted coffee, but why did you choose Starbucks? Well, you choose Starbucks because maybe you equivalent, you know, their image to good coffee, right? And then if you really think about it, well, how good is the coffee from Starbucks? Can you name another place you could have went to that has better coffee? You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I've been doing lately. I've just been trying to, like, dissect, like, why we're doing stuff. So, all right. Okay. Daryl saying, dumb question. I have a Surface Pro and a DSLR. Well, that's not a dumb question because that's not a question. Okay. Bella saying, continue to do the Lord's work. I will try. That's all I can do is try. Northside Hype, interested in the backdrop deal. What are the details? Yes, okay, so Northside. 2 things. I will do this until 8 o'clock. So anyone, this isn't just for one person, this is for everyone. If you want to order our backdrops, there's gonna be 2 deals. You can get the deal with the backdrop stand. So for $3.99, go to the website, photobooth101.com. You guys already know, I say it all the time. Photobooth101.com, order the backdrop kit. That includes the frame, 1 double-sided backdrop, then order 1 more backdrop, add that to your cart. you will get the third double-sided for free. That is over $210 value because you're getting it for free. You're not paying extra shipping for the free one. You're not paying no tax for the one that's free. If you already have the frame and you don't want the frame, order 2 double-sided backdrops, get the third one for free. That's what we're doing here. Completely free. And I don't even really run sales ever for the backdrops. The only time I run a sale for a backdrop is if we have overstock, and that's usually just for like the people in the group chat. So yeah, that's the deal. Until 8 o'clock, that gives you about 42 minutes. North side is saying maybe it's their sense of motivation, maybe, but why? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand it. I mean, there's a person that is really huge in the photo booth industry that sells equipment, and it's just always just flashing money, talking about how rich he is, and flashing his vacations and stuff. I just don't understand. I don't know how someone can look at that video and be like, yeah, this is my guy, or yeah, this is what I want. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If I were to make videos showing like how the money is beneficial to me, like here's my perfect Here's my perfect video to get you to want to make money, with a business. Here it is, right? If I'm gonna make a video to be like, hey, invest into a photo booth so you can make more money, it would be me waking up at like 11:30 a.m. just going, oh, right? Getting a phone call from my friend just saying, oh man, my boss is the worst. I got to take time off. I don't know, but he's stressed out. And then I go back to sleep. Not the money, it's the freedom. It's the fact that I get to have control of majority of my life. And as a photo booth owner, most of my time is going to be spent during the weekend. I get to wake up, like today, I got out of bed at like 10:50, right? Almost 11 a.m. That to me is everything. I mean, I'm not saying, I know some of you guys probably watch these gurus where they're like, wake up at 5 in the morning. But like, I'm going to sleep at 2 o'clock, right? So I'm doing the work, but like, to me, my biggest flex is like the lifestyle, not the clothes, being to buy a Rolex or vacation. To me, it's the flexibility, man. Most people that have a 9 to 5 can't go grocery shopping on a Tuesday and not hit traffic. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's the flex. That would be my commercial would be the opposite of the popping bottles in the club and all this dumb stuff that I see a lot of. So, all right, Radiant. It's the reason I started following you instead. I hear you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Darrow is saying, was thinking of building my first photo booth. Do not want to buy iPad if I don't have to. I got you. I totally understand that. And I am all for building your own equipment. Build your own photo booth if you're handy. Just get started. That's the main thing that matters. But the question here was iPad versus DSLR. If you don't want to use an iPad, you don't have to. You're going to probably either go webcam with a computer, or you can go DSLR with a computer, whether it's a Surface Pro or a DSLR camera. But just understand, that's going to require a flash, and if you're looking to make passive money in this business, I don't think the way to go would be iPad. I'm sorry, the way to go would be iPad if you want to be able to drop off equipment. King David, I have a photo booth question. I was thinking about buying a green screen backdrop for the virtual backdrop. Does that actually help? If you're doing green screen, it does. Obviously, it requires a green screen. But on Luma Booth, there is something called AI Backdrop. And AI Backdrop will literally, so like, let's just assume what you guys are watching right now is the photo booth. If I pose, boom, it takes the photo. And like, let's just assume whatever's behind me is whatever. Let's just say it's pointed at a wall. It'll crop out myself and my other people in the photos, and then it'll put whatever backdrop I want over it. You don't necessarily now need a green screen, which is amazing. But if you're using artificial green screen, make sure lighting is good, and make sure that it's not facing a street where people are walking by, because if there's motion in the back, it's not going to work right. Gene Joseph, do you recommend the Salsa photo booth? No, I don't. And I know a lot of people like that photo booth. It's beautiful. Reminds me of a stormtrooper, but I'll tell you why. I don't like it. It's because it doesn't rotate. The rotating to me is everything. Also, we now have the new faceplates available for the 13-inch iPad. So the new 13-inch iPads have a camera right here, and if their booth doesn't rotate, it's gonna not be able to fit the newer iPads. Also, our booth requires 0 tools, which I love. Easy access to the iPad, to me, what makes a difference. So yeah, is it worth it? No, it's a little bit too expensive to be outdated, in my opinion. Gene Joseph, that's what I'm going for, freedom and more time with my family, absolutely. And I'm not gonna even joke. I probably should make a video about this. What do you guys think? How the photo booth business saved my marriage. And when I say saved my marriage was never, it was never in jeopardy. But it's definitely helped my marriage, because you guys see the videos where I'm like, hey, I made $500 and I slapped the camera. All of these videos, my wife, when we're together, we drop them off. We are going on dates because we're like almost forcing ourselves to go on dates, because we're dropping off the booths, and then instead of going home, we'll stay in the area and we'll go do stuff. It has made us so close. And it's so corny to sit here and talk about this, but like, it's true. We spend so much time together, you know? And when we have a kid, we're gonna bring the kid with us. Straight up, 2 weeks out of the womb is gonna be already doing its first photo booth event. But like, it's allowing us to spend more time together. And if I had to stay at these events, it wouldn't be the same type of bonding. Because when we're dropping off booths, we're going trying restaurants, we're going to the park. Next week, I think we're gonna go to the beach after we drop off one of the booths. So like, it has done wonders for our relationship. And for those of you that don't know, I've been in the photo booth business for over 9 years. We're going on 10 years now. I've had multiple rental companies, but when I proposed to Montse, she's now my wife. That's hard to say it like that. You know, she was like, let's start a business together. Something we can do together to, oh shoot, hold on guys. I just got a lead. Hey Josh. Hey, question. Yes, we are available to do that event for you, period. Do you know how many hours they want? Question mark. Also, is this your family or a client? Yeah, so I'm, again, look, the power of networking, an event planner. This guy has given us so many events. He likes us a lot. And this is what I love about building these relationships with people in the industry, is like, the customer already told him that they want a photo booth, everything they want. And then he just comes to me. Hey, are you free this Saturday? This is what they want. It has just saved me so much time. I don't have to convince anybody. He's already recommending us. I don't know. But I forgot what I was talking about. All I got to say, guys, is, the photo booth business, to me, it has been the best thing I've ever done. I've done other businesses before where I was making more money. Definitely making more money doing other stuff. But once I stopped everything and focused on the business, it like exploded. And, I'm blessed to say we make over six figures a year with our rental business. My wife doesn't have a job. She works, we work together in the business. So, okay. So got to multitask, family. Okay. Cool. So I always ask him, because sometimes he'll hire me for his family parties, not just his clients. And it's always about taking care of the people that take care of you. So the fact that this is going to be an event for a family member, obviously I'm still going to charge him, but I'm going to hook him up a lot. If he would have said client, which happens often too, they would have got the regular price. So, yeah. All right. Okay, so Travantes is saying, how much should I expect If I own 5 photo booths that are always booked, that's my goal. I can't answer that for you because I don't know what you plan on pricing yourself. Um, I don't know what type of packages you're going to offer. I feel this is something you're going to have to find out. I can't sit there and tell you that answer, unfortunately. Oh, that's dope. It's like a jazz. It's like a jazz birthday party. Oh, that's cool. That's so cool. Okay, 222. Okay, actually, let me backtrack. So you're saying you want 5 photo booths, that's your goal? I think that's kind of the wrong way to approach it. I think you need to approach it versus saying I want 5. Approach it with how much money do you want to make? Then reverse everything. So let's just say you're like, hey, I want to make $150,000 with my photo booth business. Instead of just saying I can get there with 5 booths, go back and say, okay, well, how many, if I'm doing 1 event a week, what is my price going to be for that rental to hit my quota? Let's just say for you, it's $2,000. Maybe that's too much money. Well, maybe for 1 event a week, $2,000 is too much. But if you break it down to 3 or 4 booths at a 4 booths constantly be renting out each week at a $500 price point, yeah, you can hit that number. So start with your price, then go backwards. Okay, 22 Aloha photo booths. Right, the flex is getting all your errands done before 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. crew to get off work. Absolutely. Not trying to be in traffic when I don't have to. King David, sorry guys, I know this is going really slow. That's what I've been using, but it seems to capture things in the background that shouldn't. Distance, man. Distance and lighting is everything. The more lighting you have, the better. One thing that the digital AI backdrop doesn't do well is with props. Certain props, it doesn't register what it is, so it crops it. Or if people pick up their dog or an animal, it's not really meant for that. It's not perfect, you guys. If you're completely not satisfied with that, then maybe get the green screen. The green screen, you're not going to have those issues. Johns, don't get the salsa. They rip you off. I mean, I don't know if they rip you off. It's expensive. They have really good marketing, but like when I first started Photo Booth 101, I did have content for people. Like I had a Google Drive filled with photos of the equipment. And it happened one time to where there was 2 people with my photo booth in the same area using the same photos. And it caused a problem. So I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. I think giving people marketing material makes them lazy, makes them not think about growing their social medias. And I see it all the time. There's so many incomplete salsa booth owners, in my opinion. Not just them, but there's another company that offers that too. PBI, I think they give you marketing material. You'll see a bunch of people that have their website and the only content they have is from the stuff they got for free. I always encourage Photo Booth 101 members, like, get your own content. Make content where you're in the content. Like videos where you're like, hey, this is Drew. Check out my photo booth. I'm at this party. We're going to be here for 4 hours, and I can't wait to show you guys what we do here. Just get creative with the content. You can definitely count on us for this period. Let me chat with Monse and see what's the best deal we can give you for this period. Definitely want to take care of you. Randy Flores. I was a full-time student and a full-time worker, and I still had time to run my business, and I don't regret anything. So thanks, Drew. Randy, man. Randy, bro, you need to come through the store soon, bro. I have some stuff I want to give to you for free for referring your friend to get some equipment and just the support. So shout out to Randy. Nancy, do you need an app to run your photo booth like Salsa Booth? Yeah, if you're not using that software, you need some software. So for the iPad booth, we recommend Luma Booth, Lumabooth, the most affordable app that has all of the features that you want. We have a sign up and discount code. So if you want to sign up, get a discount code. And if you buy it for the year, it's only $195. That's it, you guys. You get to use 2 devices on that. I know someone earlier said that they want 5 photo booths. Well, with Luma Booth, once you get your second photo booth, you don't need to pay extra for software. Then you could pay for the third, the fourth, or the fifth, but you get the second one for free. And when you use our sign up link to get the discount and you buy it for the year, you also get access to our group chat for the software. So unlimited support, but once you sign up for the year, you just have to let me know so I can get you in. Okay, Gene, thank you. I appreciate the honesty, guys. It helps me a lot. I'm trying to leave my 9 to 5 to spend more time with my 4-year-old who's growing up fast. Ah, man. Gene, that's awesome. That's awesome. That to me is such a great reason to start a business, man. I don't know how you guys feel about this. I feel we're all, how can I say this? I got to tread lightly. We all don't really have much freedom. And I think if our ancestors were alive, I'm talking way, 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 way back, where majority of the time the tribe was together, and the only time people separated was to go hunt to get food. If you were to sit there and tell them that you're gone for 40 plus hours a week to make something, if you were to tell them that you spend 40 plus hours a week, not to hunt, but to make something as stupid as this, they would laugh and they probably wouldn't believe you. Somehow, sometime we all got told that we need to go spend literally a third of our life away from our family. So I love that. My goal is I'm going to be retired by the age of 40. I'm out. That's why I'm grinding so hard now. I want to enjoy the later years of my life. So in about 6 years, I'm going to be done. I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy my family. We'll have kids by then. And, you know, as soon as they can start talking, I want to be involved and I want to be around. I don't want to be that person that's just out constantly chasing money. And the way I'm doing that is I have a bunch of businesses. With these businesses, I'm taking the money, we're going to reinvest. And the game for me is Monopoly. This is my plan. I'm not flexing here. I'm just telling you guys what I'm going to do is we're just going to acquire as many properties as we can and rent them out. That's it. That's the name of the game. So for all our bills, all of our lifestyle needs, that's what we're going to be doing. Paul C. Nancy, you're welcome. Let me go back here. Paul C., can you talk a bit about insurance coverage for photo booth companies? Yeah, liability insurance is probably what you're talking about. Not required by most venues, but you will run into some venues where they do want a $1 million policy, right? $1 million policy. That can cost you $30 a month. But most people don't get this insurance until a venue requires it. Two companies that I recommend, Hiscox and Next. So I would look those up. And if you're gonna get insurance for your business, call them. Don't try to type to get to an agent, because what they'll tell you is, oh, sorry, we don't know how to classify your industry, or we don't insure photo booth companies. Photo booth startup, what's up, man? Awesome. When did you become born again? Also, that drop-off lady is taking her sweet time, probably still at the party eating cake. That's so funny. When did I become born? Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, 1989. That's crazy, huh? 89. Bro, what did happen? There was this kid that was like, yeah, I turned 20 today. And I'm like, oh, cool, man. 90s baby, right? No, he was born in 2003, 2004, which is crazy. That's insane. Dave, what's up, Dave? What do you use for insurance, and does it cover the booth being unattended? Hiscox, what we use. One more question, please. Will your photo booth fit in a small 2-door coupe? Yeah, it should fit in a 2-door coupe. We have a Prius. Well, we had a Prius. We were able to fit multiple photo booths in there. We have a Model 3 that we can fit up to 3 to 4 photo booths in there. So, oh, you meant Christian born again. Yeah, man. You know, I think I really got close to God when I met my wife. So like 2019. But like it's always been like off and on for me. And dude, it's crazy to think that it's been that long, but Yeah. Like sometimes when I read the Bible and I hear stories about Adam and Eve and how God and like, you know, the whole dynamic of man and woman, like, dude, it's so apparent that like men and women are meant to, I don't want to get too touchy here. Not that they're meant to be together, but like she's brought me closer to God, and she's allowed me to like lead and do all of this stuff, you know. That's like the greatest gift you can give someone, is bringing them closer to God, you know. It's funny, she's Christian too, but she was like born Catholic, you know. And you know, like if you're Christian, you don't normally do this before you eat, but like she'll pray and she's Christian, but she still does this. And I love I like to adopt some of the things that like Catholics have. How if they're driving and they pass a church, it's, you know, you hit them with the cross, or if there's like an accident, you know, they're praying. And I'm a big believer in praying more. But when I pray, I mean, it's usually just praying to be grateful. Because in my mind, it's like, I feel like if God needs to get something done or something's going to happen, it's going to be his choice. So to me, it's just kind of being grateful for that stuff. So shout out to Photo Booth Startup. Appreciate you, brother. Good to have you here. But yeah, this person's taking their time. They should have been here a long time ago, but I think that might be them. Yeah, I'm going to assume it's them. So you'll see how easy this goes. Let's see if they back up. Nah, that's not them. So let me know if you guys have any more questions here, you guys. We'll be here until they come, maybe a little bit longer. Photo Booth Startup. I was born Christian, and the first time I went to a Catholic church, it was like going from a fun high school to a private school, if that makes sense. Bro, that makes complete sense. Oh, it is here. Okay. So, all right, guys. Let me go pick up my photo booth.
Hi, how are you? Good. How was the party?
It was good. Everything came out super nice.
Oh,
Yeah, we came late, sorry.
Oh, no worries. I was just on live right now, so
Oh, okay.
we're on TikTok.
Oh, okay, nice. It was good to see you. Okay.
All of the photos were saved for the...
Okay. Okay, thank you. I'll see you guys later.
Bye. Have a good day.
Drive. This QR code is a game changer. At her event, we got 8 leads. I closed 4 of those leads. The QR code, I'm telling you guys. A business card is probably 1,000% less effective as this QR code. So now when they drop off the booth, beforehand, I would make them stay while I look at everything. Very awkward. Don't do that. I don't do that. So when they leave, I check on everything right away just to make sure everything is working order. That needs to be there. Looking for cracks, no cracks. And yeah, you turn it on really quick just to make sure it turns on. So yeah, the QR code is for sure a game changer, you guys. Look, scan me, right? They scan that to get a quote. It asks for 4 things: their name, email, phone number, date of event. Less is more. Okay, turned on. So less is more, right? Why would I want that quote over a business card? Well, if I hand someone a business card, well, first of all, I can't hand a business card. I'm not there. That was a pickup and a drop off. So I can't hand out a business card. But even if I do give a business card, right? I gotta hope they're sober enough to remember where they put it, to even remember to call, or the fact that they even call. So with this, sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm trying to hide it. No, I'm out of breath. So long story short is, a business card isn't as effective as because I have to hope that they hit me up. But with this, I had 8 different people fill out the booking form. What I do is, the day after the event, for their event, it was on Sunday. So Sunday, which was yesterday, I send out an email and I call 10 minutes after. Hey, this is Drew with Drew's Photo Booth. So I'm glad you like the photo booth enough to ask for a quote. Really quick, do you have a second? I just want to go over the prices and then offer you a super sweet deal. Do you have a second for that? Yes, I have a second. Perfect. Open up your email. I will read over the pricing as they're reading it themselves. It helps a lot of people understand. And then at the end, I say, look, if you want to reserve the photo booth for December, I highly recommend you do it now. We're typically fully booked, but if you book it right now, I'm going to give you $200 worth of free upgrades, and these won't be upgrades that I will offer you if you decide to book later. And again, look, it's just $100. You can pay the rest a week before the event or the day of the event in cash. Does this sound fair? And I'm closing deals like that. 8. This one event turned to 4 events. I booked 4 events. Granted, right, these calls, I spent maybe about 25 minutes talking to each person. Not every single person booked. 2 people never picked up their phone. I left the voicemail. But guess what? I'm going to follow up again tomorrow with those other ones. So the QR code is powerful. It's just one of the ways that I like to separate myself from other business owners. A lot of business owners, what they do is they'll market their business and then they just sit back and let people reach out to them. They don't follow up. They don't pick up the phone, you know. That's to me is like what really separates the people that really want this, you know. Okay. Drop off live. King David, where can I purchase the case for the ring light? The case for the ring light? What do you mean? Photo booth startup, easy drop off. Nice, thanks for showing us the side hustle. Yeah, man. Hey, bro, I'm telling you guys, if you have the courage to just separate yourself from the possibility of damage or theft, you will be so happy you do the drop off. Because I remember three-ish years ago, I came out on, oh my God, I didn't come out. I posted on Facebook that I was gonna do the all-day drop-off for $199. This was actually 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. And I got a lot of hate online. A lot of people in the business saying, you're killing the market, man, $200. Like, how is anyone supposed to have their business? And then now I see these same people offering a drop-off. Yes, probably not at $199, but I have helped a lot of people start doing the business, doing the drop-off. And these people are saying, you know what, man? I don't think I ever want to go to another event again because it's so much easier to just set up and leave. Well, I'm telling you now, once you start doing the pickup, you're not going to want to do a drop-off anymore. Imagine this. They do all the hard work. Honestly, you guys saw the video. They were going to come here. The man had the booth in his arms, and she had the things in her bag, the bag in her like over her shoulder. But I was like, let me just get it, because if they come here and they see me filming, it'd be weird. But they're literally doing all the work. Loading up, driving, setting up, breaking down, bringing it back. It's not hard to get a lot of bookings at a low rate for a pickup. And I understand, Drew, you have a store, you know, it's easier for you. I don't want people coming to my house. Well, if you're not comfortable with people coming to your house, go to Starbucks, meet up at Starbucks, right? You know, you can book, and then once they ask for the address, you just say, yeah, we're going to meet at a Starbucks down the street. I'm a small business owner. We don't have a storefront, and that's why we're able to do this so cheap for you, and we just feel more comfortable doing it here. Then you just drive to Starbucks. If it's a minute, 2 minutes, you do the transaction, and that's it. Gene, what photo booth do you recommend to start with? Because I was literally watching your videos to make my first purchase, hopefully this Friday with my paycheck. Yeah, Gene, so I'll give you 2 answers. If you want the best, 100% the Deluxe Duo, right? No tools needed, 9 thumb screws. You have easy access to the iPad, just like this, right? Also, you can rotate. This is huge. We stopped selling the regular Deluxe because it didn't rotate. We have this one, $25.99. Also comes with the travel case, like so. Your entire moneymaker, excuse the stuff on it, is in this case. Gene, if you order by Friday, I'm going to hook you up, Gene. So, Gene, if you place your order by Friday, I will throw in the contract bundle for free. I will also send you the Luma Booth digital props that we have for free. But it has to be this Friday. If it's not Friday, then, you know, when you order, you place your order. We can't honor it, but just remember that that is good for Friday, man, for you. Gene, I don't even know, is that, I don't know. Gene, shout out to Gene. Photo booth startup, QR code on the booth is genius. Game changer, man, has changed everything for us. Okay, Eric, what's the difference in price that you charge for drop-offs versus what you just did versus dropping it off yourself? Okay, so that's a pickup. So a pickup is where they come to you, they do all the work, they take it, they bring it back. A drop-off is where you basically pick up your equipment, you take it to them, set it up, leave, come back, bring it home. So price difference. Let's just talk about the pricing. For us, damn, I've been live for almost an hour. For the photo booth pickup, we start off $199. They can use it all day. They can use it all night. $199. That's just for the photo booth, right? And we're using the DigiBooth with the photo option. That's it. They don't get a template. They don't get internet. They don't get a backdrop. They don't get a prop table. That's bare minimum price. They can use all of that extra stuff, but they have to pay for it. So the template, I'm charging $20 for the template, $20 for the internet. We are charging $50 for boomerang and GIF. So they take their photo booth from just a photo booth to a GIF and a boomerang booth. The red carpet with the poles, red carpet experience, $75. The backdrop, $100, prop table, $50. What else am I missing? Battery pack, that's $75. So there's some times where a $199 rental that we promote turns into a $400 rental. And I did 28 pickups last month, you guys. 28 pickups. We made a lot of money last month, and I did not have to drive. I didn't need to put on my uniform. I didn't have to deal with traffic. It was the easiest. So that's for the pickup. The drop-off is a little bit different. The bare minimum price starts off at $300. That gets you just the photo booth, not this booth. We're using the deluxe booth. $75 minimum delivery and setup fee. That's non-negotiable. I'm not charging per mile, right? I don't care about miles. I'm not an Uber driver. I want to get paid for my time. And in LA, 5 miles during some types of the week, bro, you guys, that could take you an hour, 45 minutes. So if you're charging or giving free travel for 5 miles or closer, well, you could screw yourself, right? So we're doing that. Backdrop is $100 versus the pickup $75, because if I have to set it up myself, I'm going to be paying myself for that, right? The template we include, the internet we include, the red carpet experience, we're doing that for $100. Boomerang GIF and video, that is $75. So yeah, it goes on and on and on. And the highest our drop-off price goes is about $1,200. But that would be if they got extended hours. That would be if they got the glam. So yeah, we even do drop-off too with prints now. I know a lot of people are like, there's no way you can do that. It's possible. And every time we've done it, it's gone smooth. Most people don't want it, but there's been a few people that want prints that just could not do the digital, and they were also on a budget. And we're making a minimum of $500 for 2 hours, dropping it off. And it's all a la carte pricing too. So the case you had on top of the photo booth in the bag. The bag? You're talking about the bag? Let me see. What did you ask again? I don't know if we don't really sell the bags separately. It's included with the booth, and the cases aren't sold separately. They come with the booth, if that makes any sense. Gene, you're welcome. Gene, you're welcome. You're welcome. Eric, you are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, yeah, you guys, look, man, the photo booth business, there's so many ways to make money here. The photo booth pickup, you guys witnessed that. That was an easy interaction, right? Think about how quick that was versus how much time it would have taken if I had to break down, set up everything back in my car and drive home and then unload. I saved myself right here probably, best case scenario, an hour. If I'm lucky, if it's close, an hour. It was a maybe like a 1 minute process. Grabbed it. I asked how the event went. They said great. I reminded them that they have an online gallery that we gave them for free that will be there for 2 years. And she smiled, and I don't know if you heard it. She was like, yeah, you're going to hear from us again soon. We're having another party soon. So perfect. So all right, let me know if you guys have any other comments. We do. Eric just came through. Eric Ponce. Thank you for always sharing all the information and knowledge. I've always believed there's enough business for everyone who's willing to put in the work. Absolutely. There's way more enough. There's too many events. When I've been telling everyone, the year 2020, we all remember what happened. The world shut down. There was like very little events taking place, right? I think it's safe to say that most photo booth owners didn't do any events for a year and a half. That is what I call a reset, right? Meaning, you know, if you were on Facebook in 2020, you would see a lot of photo booth equipment for sale because people were scared. There's never going to be events. Everyone's going to wear a mask. Why would you want to take a photo wearing a mask? Like, a lot of stuff happened, and this is actually good for those that are in the business now or that are really wanting to start. There's a huge gap. So I absolutely believe too, community over competition. There's way more. There's way more than enough. And the living proof of that is the Photo Booth 101 group chat. Literally, we got hundreds of photo booth owners in that chat handing out events to other photo booth owners. It is more than enough. So, let me show you guys something. Let me turn this around. So for those that ask, what are some of the, these are the lights that we use for additional lighting. So if we get hired for a glam event, I'm busting two of these bad boys out. And I put one on one side, one on the other side. Always have these on hand. You never know when you'll need it. You'll never know if you forget, you know, the plug for your ring light, or if that gets stepped on, or if there's issues with your light. Always have two of these. And they're $85 to $89 on Amazon. 222 Aloha Photo Booths. Do you worry about the booth getting scratched or damaged during the pickup process? Look at this here. You guys worry too much about the equipment. Too many people are nervous about this stuff getting scratched. You guys. It is rental equipment. It's gonna get scratched. It's gonna get scuffed. Think about, when's the last time you bought a pair of shoes and you babied the shoes and you made it a big deal to clean the shoes every single time you got a scuff or a little mark on it? It will never look as good as it did when you first got it. I don't even worry about it because, one, the clients that are booking the all day, all night pickup option, they're getting a deal. They know what it is, right? I've never one time have had anyone ever say this is too scuffed up. And there are some scuffs on this. Let me show you. Look. This thing is not perfect, but they're getting a deal. Some of these have some really big damage to it too. Like, it is not perfect, right? This one probably has the biggest scratch on the back. It's rental equipment, you know? So no, I don't worry about it. You should be more worried about being worried about the equipment. That might mean that the money you invest means more than the reward that you can get from taking a chance. And in life, no one has ever been super successful and also been scared to do something and not do it, right? You have to actually do it. And I'm telling you guys, the pickup, a lot of people are scared, worried about the damage, worried about this and that. There's an opportunity because not a lot of people are willing to do it. And if people are scared, that's when you need to be greedy. And when people are greedy, that's when you need to be scared. So, Radiant, have you ever heard of the lonely stage of business or been through it? Any advice on overcoming that area? I've never heard of that. Lonely stage. Can you, Can you let me know what that means? I gotta Google this. I've never heard of that. Lonely stage of business. I've never heard of this. The feeling of isolation can stem from working long hours alone, facing unique challenges, and not having a team or employees. in the early stages of business. Nah, I've never experienced that. You know what? I got something for that. If you experience that loneliness, go to YouTube, type in Rocky theme song. You guys know what's coming? A Facebook ad. So, right here, you guys, if you are in the lonely stage of business or feel like it's coming up, understand you're doing something that most people can't do. You're an outlier. You are not like others. You're built different, right? So, loneliness, I get that, right? If you're running your business, you don't have the coworkers, you don't have the community, but understand if it's not hard, it's not worth it. Anybody can do a 9 to 5 and just do the bare minimum at a job and get paid. That's everybody. That doesn't make you special. But taking a chance and betting on yourself and getting results, that makes you special. So if you're feeling lonely, a lonely stage, understand that the word stage means that it will pass. Hard things come and they come and they go. Same thing, you know, and you can't have happiness without sadness. So if you're going through that or you feel like you're going to go through that, just stick through and don't quit, you know? Eric, I just discovered your channel because I started building marquee letters 3 weeks ago and had my first rental last weekend, and I'm going to start doing the photo booths also. Heck yeah, let's go, man. I love to hear that. Can you go over camera settings? Are you shooting in manual? Only time I shoot in manual is if I'm at the event. Most of our events are drop-offs and pickups, and those are automatic camera settings. So if you're not there, setting manual camera settings is a no-go. Always set manual. And I can't go over camera settings because it depends on your environment, right? If I put the photo booth in this room with manual camera settings and everything looks great, and I move it into a different room with different lighting, the settings don't work. So I recommend if you don't know basic camera settings, you need to learn basic photography. Like, what is f-stop? What does shutter speed mean? What is temperature, right? Like color temperature. Like, you have to learn this stuff. But what I love about the iPad photo booths, I'm never really doing camera settings. I know what they are, but if I'm not going to be there, we're just doing automatic. Yeah, drink your water, guys. I just feel like I'm sharper and more on point when I feel like I'm hydrated. So, all right, you guys, it's that time of the live. We're gonna start talking about hacks here. I want to get into we're gonna have our longest live ever, so we're not ending this soon. Here's some hacks that you guys can use to grow your business quickly. One thing I love that no one ever talks about is service for service, right? Where it's you provide your services, right? And in your case, a photo booth business, or anything you're doing, you provide your service at equal value to another service-based company. It's a great way to network, start off a relationship, and it's a great way to do a free event and also get something out of it. So what am I saying? Well, let's just say you are a photo booth owner and you also have family parties. Well, what can you do? Instead of paying for a DJ, what you can do is network with a DJ and say, hey, are you interested in service for service? Meaning where you can offer a free photo booth rental for him and one of his clients, to where maybe he makes his rate and you offer a free photo booth in exchange for maybe his photo booth services. Or what we've done is we've networked with some dessert, what is it called? She makes desserts, but we offered a photo booth for one of her events in exchange for cake and cupcakes for Montse's 30th birthday, which is my wife. She just turned 30 last month. So I was already planning on spending like $600 for the cakes and desserts, but we ended up basically only having to spend $40 because we offered her a digital photo booth drop-off. It's a great way to, it's barter, you guys, basically trading, and it's been around forever. And it's great because you start off a relationship great. You know, they see your photo booth, they see what you could do, and you get to get a free service, basically. Not really free because you know, it's taking you time, but yeah. So one thing I like to also say is a business hack. It has been the network of people that we have at Photo Booth 101 in the group chats. It's crazy how fast you can go to the group chat and say, hey, I have a client that wants a photo booth in Pomona. Is anyone free? It is almost like 30 seconds or less. People are like, yeah, I'm free. You know, to have access. And since we're talking about the lonely stage, right? One thing I think that we have at Photo Booth 101 is you're not very lonely if you're in our group chat. You have access to hundreds of other photo booth owners. Every day, people are reaching out, they're networking, they're talking about their events. They're talking about things that they've learned. So there's really no excuse to be lonely if you're a Photo Booth 101 owner. I can understand if you go the DIY route, you're not in our group chat, and you have a photo booth and you don't know anyone else in your industry. I could definitely see that being lonely. But over here, man, there's no loneliness. It's very hard to be lonely when literally you can just pull your phone out and communicate with other photo booth owners. So look, exactly what I'm saying. Look, Photo Booth 101 group chat. My man Sal, love it. That's awesome. So for the photo booth business, right? I know this has been kind of we got the Philippines. Okay, explore the wonder. Love it. So for the photo booth business, no duh that I like the iPad photo booth. I want to talk about things that I think things I don't like about Luma Booth that I wish was better. They're not huge things, but I will tell you. Let's go ahead and open the iPad. Hopefully it's not dead. I don't know if I have any juice here. Let's see. Let's see if you see the Apple sign, we're good to go. Hey, okay. All right. So things I wish Luma Booth would change, and I'm going to make it my mission starting next week to reach out to the owner of the company to see if we can get these things changed. I'm thinking maybe we do like a survey, and we get enough people to say that they agree and they want these changes. Maybe they'll do it. So let's open up Luma Booth. Uh-oh. Okay, all right, my wife just messaged me. Okay, so for Luma Booth, right? Some things I wish we could change would be, one, I would love a way to have a video play with these buttons here. So on Luma Booth, you can have a video play as the welcome screen, but in order to get the booth going, you have to tap it, then press a photo. So I would love to have a video option, then be able to press one of the experiences. Also, I would love to be able to change the buttons, like the wordings too. With these, you can change the color, as you can see here, like we did, but you can't change the buttons. So again, if you want the best photo booth, look, you can rotate and utilize the full screen. If you have a photo booth that is named after Mexican food, you cannot rotate. So you're literally losing half of your screen here. Okay, we got 10%. Okay, perfect. Okay, so another thing I wish that they change, and this is to me like something that should have been changed a long time ago. When you click the SMS, look how small the buttons are. Why not just fully use the full iPad so it's easier to press the buttons? Curator Live is another software I like, and they have bigger buttons. There's no animation option. There is a way to put a video, but like, let me see if I can do it. It's kind of useless in my opinion. Not like, yeah, a little useless. But those are pretty much it. That's like my only complaints with the software. You go to virtual attendant, and then would you like to lead users? You have to turn it on. And then, where is it at? I know it's in here. Start screen. It's a video. You can add a video loop, right? So I don't have one. Let me just record a video here. So I'm gonna record a video and add this as my start screen. Let's see. We're gonna go here. Hey, if you want to use this photo booth, make sure to press the button right here on my nose. Press my nose, then you're gonna press the experience down below. So I have that recorded. Actually, let's go back here. I gotta save it. Photos. Boom. I'm gonna save to files so it pops up in Luma. Save to file, image. We'll just call this one Z. Okay, we will save. Now I'm gonna close out Luma Booth, close this out. One mistake I see a lot of photo booth owners do is they don't actually close out the tabs. So I've seen some people have like 50 tabs open and then wonder why everything is slow. It's always good to close out too. Oh my God, I hate the size of the numbers. Same with the numbers when unlocking. Yeah, it's annoying. I feel like it's an easy fix. So be on the alert, guys. Follow us if you're not already following us here. I'm gonna put a petition together to get these small changes made. I know the owner. I have his phone number. I'm cool with him, but I want to come with enough, like, not evidence, but enough people not complaining but wanting that feature. It'll make such a big difference. So if you guys do see that feature in the next update, just know that maybe we started it here. Virtual attendant. Okay. Should be here, right? Z. Okay. All right, so it's there. I uploaded the video. Let's turn the iPad volume. Let's turn the iPad volume up. This is why I like this booth again. I like this booth because I can make easy changes to with the iPad. I don't know if it'll play the audio. I've never done one of these videos for the front. Hey, if you want to use this photo booth, make sure to press the button right here on my nose. Press my nose, then you're gonna press the experience down below. Oh, okay. But like, I did it, and now we're here. I would like. Hey, if you want. I wish the buttons would just be here, to where I could press it and start it. I don't have to press twice.
Ready.
So little stuff like that.
Hey, if you want to use this photo booth, make sure to press the button.
Yeah. So. Yep. I'm telling you guys, the more you know about your software, the better position you'll be in. I mean, look, you can even create a video in like Adobe Premiere or Canva. You can make videos where you show people how to use a photo booth before they actually use it. But to me, when I'm doing a drop off, I want my software to do as little as possible because I don't want it to crash. I don't want it to overload, right? So there's a reason why I don't have like these crazy settings on my setup. It's just simple. I want quick. If we're doing video recording, I set it to 5 seconds. I don't set it to 15 to 30 seconds because that's gonna overload the software. It's never happened, but that's just my mentality, and that's what allows me to sleep safe at night, knowing that I have a bunch of booths out, and yeah. Okay, so Radiant saying laugh out loud. Daryl, what is the minimum iPad model you would use to start out? Well, Daryl, if you're going to be making your own photo booth, then I guess you could decide which iPad you're using. If you ever do decide you're going to buy a booth, yeah, if you're going to buy a booth, you need to know which iPad model you can use. If you want the best cell, I personally would go 12.9 iPad Pro. The newer models are better. Just know if you get the new 13-inch iPads that the camera is on the side. So that is a big thing you need to notice. So right here on ours, we have that slot right there. But if you want to go affordability, right, you want to save money, I hate to say it, right, affordability, go the 9th or 10th generation iPad. For the price, you cannot beat it. But again, you have to remember 10th generation where the iPad's at. But yeah, I mean, at that point when you're building your own photo booth, I don't think you're concerned about quality so much. You're more or less concerned about budget, if that's something that you're planning on doing. But if you want the best of the best, the 13-inch iPad Pro you can't go wrong with, or the 12.9 newer models. I personally, this right here is a 2020. I should turn this off too. If you didn't know this, if you have your iPad in a photo booth where you don't have easy access to the iPad, the way to turn it off is by going to the settings. There's a general button. So you go to general and you hit shut down and then you swipe it. And if you want to turn it on, you don't need to take it out and turn it on. You just plug it in and it'll turn on. So yeah. My wife, did you see that last TikTok I sent you? I did not. You sent it to my personal account or for Photo Booth 101? So, dude, 80 minutes. Okay, I think we'll wrap it up here. I think this is officially the longest live we've done. I wanted to go for 90 minutes, but I think I'm going to head home. I really do want to say thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, nobody took me up on that offer. So nobody got a deal. No one got a deal because no one placed an order, which is okay. I just wanted to come and yeah, and hook you guys up. So thank you guys for watching. I will be live again tomorrow on TikTok for sure. Don't know if I'll be here live on YouTube. But yeah, so thank you guys. And again, the whole point of this live was to talk about the photo booth as a side hustle. So if you're starting off, it can be a side hustle, but you can turn it into a full-time business. And if you're not sure what you want out of this business, it will most likely always be a side hustle, but just know what it is going to be for you, right? That's what I tell everybody. So thank you guys again. Radiant, I appreciate you, my friend. Gratitude bell for you guys. Thank you. God bless. I will see you soon. Take care.